How BL couples deal with their in-laws after they got married. JBL edition, my opinion only. Don't come at me. Let's go. He's super busy even before they get married, but you better believe he is making time for this one's mother, okay? He's obsessed. The first phone call made him shy and nervous. Now he does it all the time, okay? He's like, who are you on the phone with? It's really late at night. What are you doing? And he's like, definitely not your mom. And I'm definitely not like talking about banana bread recipes with her. They absolutely click with him. He clicks with them. The dad, the mom, the sister, again, multiple group chats. And he's not even aware of like half of them. Okay. They're the kind of family that like they'll send gifts to each other, like lightly making fun of him, but like in an endearing way. And then he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Spidey senses, like he has mother-in-law senses. And the second she gets in their orbit, he lets her know very quickly she needs to watch her step. Now, he has gotten a lot more polite with it the few times she has shown up, but the last time he threw a marble at her head. And then like she turned around and she was like, did a marble just hit me? And he's just like, oops, we have a lot of marbles in our house. Okay, that's a hazard. Come around again, get hit with a marble in the back of the head. Let's go. For where art thou, my husband? Oh, my husband, for art thou? Eating all of my mother's cooking. This one doesn't believe in group text. So he just like rolls up to his mother-in-law's house all of the time to eat all of her cooking. And she loves it. Like he's not sharing recipes. He's devouring the recipes that she's making for him. And she is so into it. Like if she even remotely knows he's going to be in the area, she already has all of his favorite foods on the table. And like she used to make his lunchbox, she makes like 5 for him. She's like, oh, hey, I saw you yesterday, but here are 5 boxes of food. Let me know what you need. Like if he's ever sick, if he's ever sad, she just appears with like she's a fairy with food. Okay. She's like the tooth fairy, but she's taking love and giving food. I don't know. They love it. They're a perfect little duo together. He's learning to cook a little bit, but he kind of gives up halfway through. And then she just kind of pretends he did the right thing. Like he'll put in a bunch of salt when it's supposed to be sugar. And she's like, this is great. I love this. I just made a different cake. Let's just eat that. And then he's like, yeah, just don't tell him. Tell him I did a good job. And she's like, well, you did do a good job, baby boy. Mama-in-law also tries to help him make stuff for his grandpa to like show off. But low key, when they get there, the grandpa turns to him and is like, hey, did he actually make this or did your mom make this? And then he's like, don't worry, mom made it. Don't worry, mom made it. You can eat it. You can eat it. And then the grandpa's like, this is great. You did such a good job. And everyone's happy. They all love each other. Food for days. He's in the kitchen with his mother-in-law and sister-in-law, but they are not cooking. What they are working on is a TikTok dance, okay? They are choreographing things that work for current trends. And he's like, where are you? And he's like, hey, I met your child at home. Can you come? Do you want to get in here with us? You want to get in this? And he doesn't. He does not want to be on a TikTok trend. And yet he is in every single video and accidentally goes viral multiple times for being that one dude in the back who, is trying and it's not working out too well for him, but he's there. He's having a good time, even though he doesn't look like he's having a good time. It was really hard for his mom and sister to get around the fact that they got together because that is their favorite idol. But the second they realize they have 24/7 access to their favorite, they're like, yeah, no, you will never leave him. So not that you want to, but if you ever thought about it, I'm going to make sure you don't do that. He doesn't really speak of that much in his family because it's all love and games and he knows everyone's happy. But when he goes and has to see his parents, it's the only time that he gets really vocal about how awesome he is. Like they'll just be sitting there like not giving a crap. And he's like, well, let me tell you about the stats on this dude. And it's not even stats of like an idol because even though he loves him as an idol, he now loves him as a husband. So it's like weird stats you wouldn't think to brag about. He's like, hey, do you want to know how this dude washes a dish? It's insane. The time, the speed, the accuracy. He's like got trading cards that he's made like at every event that he just passes out to his family. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you don't think he's amazing? Here's my trading card. Do you want to know how he does laundry? Fantastic. Like, have you seen him out of the shower? Maybe not that one. For the family. But yeah, no, my guy does not like his family, but he will never, ever pass up the opportunity to hype this one up. Love. This man right here, are you kidding me? This man right here, nothing changes. Nothing changes when they all become official. He's like, I wanted this. I manifested it. I gave it one speech that was very heartfelt. Like I planted a seed, watched it grow. I'm happy. I'm basking in the shadow of said tree. The shade of the tree is where I live. And honestly, that's just the vibe of the entire family, especially Tane as he gets older. He will for no reason be like, hey, I know we're talking about math and we're in school and I'm in fifth grade. Have you met my brother's boyfriend? He is the best. And then have you met my brother's husband? And I live with them. They live with me now. They're living grandpas. You must pass them to get into my life. His family is heckin' strong and they are a unit. They go everywhere with each other, especially when it's his family stuff. Now listen, his family has tried. They're doing better. The relationship's getting closer. But honestly, they always roll four deep, okay? And then they just keep adding people to it when Tang gets in relationships. And we absolutely love that because little boy, the second he feels slightly insecure about his growing relationship with his own family, they're just like in the background, the three of them, just like, do we need to step in? Do we need to come over there? Is he okay? Is baby boy okay? He's okay. He's fine. Him and his mother-in-law are an emotional supportive unit because this one, especially as they get older and they hit more like life milestones and achievements, and especially have kids who end up going into like school and things like that, he's a crying mess. He's trying to keep it in. He's trying to keep, low key about his emotions and all that kind of stuff. And then he's just standing there with his mother like, yeah, we need to distract him or like, I don't know, pet him or something. Yeah. Can you cook? We should probably do something about that. I know once there was mention of opera glasses. So like, should we take him to a show? Will that make him calm down? And they do. They take him to the opera and he cries the whole time, the absolutely whole time. But, he's like, well, that's my husband. And then she's like, well, that's my son. And they get along fine. It's precious. This man doesn't have any trading cards, okay? He is not pulling out fun facts about his husband to pepper in the conversation to make him seem good. No, the second they get around his family, he becomes the chattiest of Kathy's. He's like, you know what? He was too much for you. He was too much. I'm going to become like more. I'm a problem. You thought this was an issue? I'm going to talk so much about how much I love my husband. You're going to wish you never treated this baby bad, okay? Neglect, walking away from this. He's precious angel baby cakes. Let me list off every single thing I love about him in alphabetical order 3 times. This man don't play. This man don't play. He does not play. In fact, he loves it. He practices. He's in the shower sitting there practicing his speech when he's around his in-laws. He's like, listen, they gonna find out today. That's my baby. That's my baby. And then when they have kids, the kids are going to like do it too. Like they'll hear him like, oh, dad's at it. He's doing the speech about how much he loves dad. And then like they pop in and they also give fun facts. Like, yeah. And another thing, he's the best. You suck. They fight all the time about going to his family functions because the one time like a random little cousin mistook him for like an uncle, like his uncle. And he thought it was hilarious. And he brings it up and he's like, no, we're not going to do that again. He's like, we're going to do it again. He's like, no. So that's a fight they have. It's fine. It was handled. we don't have to worry about mother-in-laws here. It was handled.